What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Fallout. For those of you guys who have been following my prior series, we have completed Fallout 4. We have beat it first time on the default difficulty setting. That's usually the way I play most Bethesda games, at least the first time through. And it's just usually just a good way to kind of get to know the game. I mean, yes, there's ways to go through and just like learn everything there is to learn and everything, but it kind of ruins that first playthrough, and I always like that first playthrough to be completely raw. So this is gonna be our second playthrough. Unlike our first playthrough, I've done a little bit of research, and to give you guys a little bit of warning, this video here is going to be more about the character building, creation, ideas behind the character, etc., etc. So keep that in mind. If that's not your cup of tea, then you may want to skip to video 2. Also keep in mind, this series is not going to be a story paying attention to, I guess I should say. I may skip a few things. And by skip a few things, I mean like proceed through dialogue a little quicker. And the reason is I've already seen it. You've already seen it if you've watched my channel. If you've not, then you're going to go watch that other series and then come back here. Also, it means we're probably going to avoid certain aspects of the story for a little bit. So we're probably we won't be doing Brotherhood of Steel this time. We won't, well, that's about the only guaranteed thing. So let's set up the difficulty setting first. I believe I already did it, but I want to double check. We were previously on normal. There is hard, very hard, and survival. The difficulty level, from what I understand, affects damage and the chance of legendary enemies. So basically, the harder the game gets, the more legendary enemies you come across. The benefit of that is the more legendary tools that you will have at your disposal. But from what I understand, this is truly punishing difficulty-wise. Healing is much slower, and we're going to run into some pretty big issues in that aspect. I did go ahead and set up our old save. You can see it is right here. Whoops, load. See, it's right here. It's good to go. If we ever want to come back to that character, it is actually saved and set. So let's go ahead and get into the game. We will watch the cutscene, I believe. I don't think there's any way for me to pass it, so we'll probably just trigger that up and see where we go. After we have, of course, the longest loading time known to man. Come on, little buddy. You can do it. I still have no idea why Fallout 4 loads so slow. I have absolutely no idea. I've got a Samsung Evo SSD, bad Mamma Jamma drive, good system, 4.4 gigahertz, 16 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA 980, still loads slow. No idea why. War never changes.
War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself. For my wife. For my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes.
It is kind of interesting, though. If we were on the phrase "total war," total war means your entire, not civilization, but your entire country, so to speak, is engaged in war.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead.
That's usually what that implies, is that you've got a draft going and everybody's busting their ass to fight on the front. So it's kind of interesting that this man of war age would not be here, or would not be drafted or in the war. Now, he does say that he was previously in the army, but still, you would think that he would still, be pulled up and gone back in. All right, so I gotta say, I was partially tempted to go with a female this run, but I just don't think it fits our character. For those of you guys who haven't been following the channel for a while, or maybe new, maybe just found this, this build is going to basically be a melee stealth crack addict. Basically, that's pretty much it. So we're going to be using stems. We're going to be snorting, shooting, consuming, drinking, everything we can to just, turn us into a crazy rageaholic. And then we're going to be sneaking and just, cutting, slicing, dicing, etc., etc. So let's play with the different faces. Can I actually? Oh, wow, okay, so it does let me just kind of completely scope. Can I, break his nose? That would be kind of cool. I don't understand how all this works. I would rather just have, a default face. Can I, switch faces? Oh, wow, that is the one we're going with right there. That's fine. I don't really care about the rest of the stuff. We will pick a name here. Do I get to pick a name? I guess we get to do the name here in a bit, so we'll go ahead and leave here. Unfortunately, this is one of the parts of Fallout that you can't really go through and change. You're just kind of stuck with it. You pretty much have to kind of go through and listen.
Brought back the barbarian in the jungle of the Bat Babies.
The jungle of the Bat Babies? Thanks, buddy. Alright, so, I think I am just going to go ahead and kind of skip ahead just a bit, because we got to wait till that dude across the street comes over here, and it's just kind of, well, I guess I could just spend this time talking about the character. Alright, so, laying out the character so far, initially, since we were going to be melee, I was thinking hardcore strength. Get strength 10 and go from there. The problem with a 10 strength build is the stuff that we need in the strength line doesn't require 10 strength. The biggest perk that we need requires only 4 strength. So at least initially, it doesn't make sense to pump strength that high. And believe it or not, agility has all of the really high tier things that we're going to need. Sneak, Sandman, Ninja, and then Blitz. So we're actually going to be going and starting high with agility. We are going to need a decent amount of intelligence for Chemist. That allows eventually our medications, our drugs, so to speak, to be 200% longer. I'm going to pass on Charisma again, which I know some of you are going to cringe over that. Endurance. We're going to need that to at least 4. That's going to give us the chem resistances, which is going to help us not get addicted to the shit that we're snorting.
Can you get that?
No, well, let's talk to Dickbag. What's up, bro?
Good morning, Vault-Tec.
Vault-Tec! Good morning.
Good morning.
Isn't it? Just look at that sky out there. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you.
Okay.
I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
I'm sure it is. Let's just go ahead and go with it.
Then I'm glad you caught up with me.
Oh, me too. You have no idea. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local...
I guess that makes more sense then. Since I got done with the war, that's why I have this. All right.
Sounds great.
Oh, it is. Believe you me. Now, you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation.
Splendid.
I just need to verify some information. That's all.
Sure.
Sure, let's do it.
Splendid. Splendid. Now, let's see.
Okay, so this is the part where we got to pick everything. We do only have 21 points here. Luck effects, I believe crits. Agility is mainly your stealth, action points and VATs, etc., etc. Intelligence, that's going to be our abilities to craft things to an extent. It affects our EXP rate. It affects... what else does it affect? Some of the crafting abilities, specifically laser weapons, etc., etc. Charisma, obviously, this is all of the stuff that's going to allow you to succeed in conversations. Now, we made our last playthrough with basically effective, I want to say 0. We didn't get anything to beef our charisma up, and it kind of... I wouldn't go so far as to say it sucked. Obviously, it did cut through some of the stuff that we weren't able to do. But it didn't really affect the outcome, so to speak. Endurance, that's going to be your health, sprinting, action points. Perception is more stuff with VATs. It's also where we're going to be getting our explosives from. Endurance is where we're going to be getting our chem resist. And then strength, that's how much we can carry and how much ass we can kick. So obviously, initially, I wanted to do damn near 10 strength, but we're only going to go with 4 for now. We are going to jack this. Not luck. Luck we're leaving out. We're going to go with 9 agility default. I'm actually tempted to kind of reduce that a little bit. The reason why is there is an agility, what do you call it, bobblehead that we could get, which could get us to 9 if we went with 8, which would give us another point. Intelligence, we are going to want 7. And then I think it was endurance we were going to go with 4. That leaves us with 1 random point. So we are going to go ahead and put that into perception. So that gets us closer to explosives. We do need 5 explosives or 5 perception for our explosive perk. So this is kind of what we were looking at. Like I said, we could change some of this. I don't know where all the bobbleheads are off the top of my head. Kind of funny bobblehead off the top of my head, lols. So I'm not gonna base my build on those, and we should have enough points that if we need a few points in any of these, we can tweak it. Keep in mind, this is my second character, my second playthrough, so some of the mistakes that I made last time I won't make this time. I know some of you guys are going to be screaming at specifically at the low charisma. We don't need it. It's nice to have, but it's not a necessity. You do not need it to play the game. And there's a lot of other stuff I would rather have. Yes, if we went to the charisma line and we got 6 charisma, we could do the local dealer, which would allow us to trade things and a little bit easier moving of our settlement stuff. But it's not going to be a problem for us because I am going to base everything this time off of 1 settlement, which I haven't quite picked out yet. I don't want it to be Sanctuary, and Red Rocket's not big enough. So I'm not sure which one we're going to do, but we will stick with 1 settlement. So all of our people will be in one place. I won't have like my Bat Cave area like I did last time. But keep in mind, this playthrough, hardest difficulty setting, melee and explosives only. That means I cannot use guns under any circumstances. So if shit hits the fan, I'll have to punch somebody to death, which I'm not looking forward to. So sneaking being, or agility being at 9 gives us the best option for that initially, especially with this difficulty mode that we're starting on. And we're going to kind of have to rush melee weapons and rush, sneak, melee, and armor. There we go. So we can start making our good gear. And we may even just roam around in a power suit for the first couple levels, because power suit will at least give us the ability to not get, rickrolled so hard. We are going to rush a few premium weapons, though. I do know where one of the first weapons I want to get is. I don't know if we'll be able to get there because it's halfway across the universe, but it's going to be fun. All right, so the name for this character, I honestly didn't think anything about this. Last time I went with my actual name, which was Chris. This time, since we're going to be a melee-wielding crack fiend, I think we're just going to go with pyrostasis because, you know, fuck it, why not, right? Beforehand, the reason we went with Chris is because it was one of the ones that Cogsworth would actually say, but I don't really care if Cogsworth knows my name at this point, so we should be good. That should be done, and whoops. I should be able to press enter now and then accept.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault.
Yeah, you do that.
On being prepared for the future.
Yep. Bye.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
I would
For
agree.
you and Sean,
Especially
no
since it's all about to happen in the next, like, 2 minutes.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
I would like to see how awesome that car is, you know, before everything blew up.
But he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection.
Right. Out of my way, robot.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
Jigga, jigga, jigga,
How are
jigga.
the two most important men in my life doing?
Damn, she moved quick. I'm just saying. Can I spin this? Oh, that's freaking cool, man. I gotta say that's pretty awesome. I wouldn't mind having one of those.
Guy. Much better now. Huh?
And 3,
Listen,
2.
after breakfast, I was
Oops.
thinking we could head to the park for a bit.
Nope,
Weather should hold up.
not happening.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir,
Or we could have nuclear war.
should come and see this.
It's so weird hearing my guy's voice coming out of this guy's face now after being the retarded He-Man last time. It's a little weird. Alright, what's up, dude?
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions.
I love the ominous background noise.
Information.
What?
We seem to have lost
What did he
contact with our
say?
affiliate stations. We
Oh, no.
do have coming in. That's
We need to go. We need to go.
confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
It's time to go. Yeah.
We need to get to the vault.
If nuclear detonations were going off that close, I mean, I don't know how close Boston is geographically to those places because I live in Texas and our state's huge. I did live in Maryland for a little while, but Maryland and Washington D.C. were pretty close together. I don't know about Pennsylvania and all that because that was a little further north, but at least if you do airburst nuclear detonations, which is something we had planned back as far as like the 60s and 70s, the EMP effect alone would have shut down all of the power. I mean, that airplane definitely wouldn't be flying, or vertibird, whatever. Well, actually, that's not entirely true, because they're not based on integrated circuitry here. They're vacuum tubes and such. So that probably wouldn't be a problem, because the EMP wouldn't affect them.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go.
Now that is interesting. I wonder what happens if I play an adult female. Do they shoot my husband in the face?
To all those people outside the gate.
Or do we make some hot lesbianism, which I would be totally down for. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Step on the platform in the center.
Yeah, no shit. Alright, mama, let's do this.
Almost there. We're gonna
Yeah,
be
I
okay.
feel bad for those people.
I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
And dead.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm ducking at that point. Not to mention just the sheer temperature of that blast wave would be rather warm, you know. There was I think I mentioned this the last time I played this, but there was a breakdown, a military study that was done in Texas on the effects of a certain megaton range bomb detonating over I forget which town in Texas, and they broke down the per second, per mile damages and such, and it was like 12 miles away the tires would ignite, people's flesh would just pool. I mean, just you're dead. It's ridiculous.
111. A better future.
How about our future?
Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later,
Yeah, no shit, right?
No,
We'd all be.
don't get caught up thinking about that.
Don't get caught
You're
up thinking
safe
about
now.
that. Uh-huh, right?
Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there. Just this way, please.
I am a little curious about certain things, though. Because obviously this aspect was planned prior. And I'm going to try not to do spoilers, because I know there's going to be some of you that are coming here for the first time. Never done it before, or never seen it before. But I am a little curious as to how some of this stuff was set up before it all happened, even.
Over there. Take a suit.
Suit? Okay, thank you.
That was a nuke. A
No shit.
goddamn nuke.
You think?
Take your suit. You'll need it.
I would love to.
Thanks.
Welcome to Vault
Dingleberry
One.
McGee wouldn't get out of my way.
Dr.
You'll feel
Heath.
right at
He'll
home
show
in
you
the-
where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
Here you are. Head down the hall
Oh,
there.
hello.
This is our new home.
Am I in my
Oh,
suit
you're
yet?
gonna love it.
Nope, not yet.
This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone. Our home.
Sir?
Everything we had.
My mother and father down in D.C.
Oh yeah, if they're in Disney, they're gone. They are gone.
We'll be going over all that in orientation.
Extra tasty, crispy.
Just a few medical items we have to get through.
Fashionable as well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future, right?
I want a pet boy. Wait, that one's off. Okay, that's right.
Just
All right.
step in here and put your vault suit on.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, anybody who doesn't see this as being like some kind of cryo chamber just isn't paying attention.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure.
Resident secure. I hate that term.
Occupant vitals normal.
Euthanizing.
Procedure complete. In 5, 4.
I really would like to know how they managed to freeze people without rupturing the cell wall. Because your cells are made of water, so when you freeze them, water expands, obviously. So when the water in your cells turns to ice, it breaks the cell walls, which basically equivalent kills every single cell in your body simultaneously, which, you know, ends in death. So I'm just curious how they got over that. Just curious, you know. Not hating, I'm just curious. Of course, they also have cold fusion in this game. I'd like to know that one, too. The amount of money that you can make off cold fusion and cryogenics would be huge.
This is the one. Here.
Nice suit.
Open it.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Uh-huh. Everything is definitely not going to be fine.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
All right.
Get out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
I like how they actually leave her in there to refreeze. Like, we're just going to preserve her body, you know, for the future. Because, you know, the smell. That and the fact that this place is still, I don't know, kind of blows my mind. There's a lot of stuff in this story that kind of makes me wonder what's going on. Alright, we are out.
Vault residents must vacate immediately.
Ooh. I still have my wedding ring on.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, God!
Oh no, she's dead, dude. She's dead. She's a wife-sickle now. She's a very dead wife-sickle.
I'll find who did this. And I'll get Sean back.
Alright.
Promise.
Vault residents must vacate.
I thought there was something else in here. Guess not. It's been a bit. It's been a bit. So I've been, what? 2 months since I was back here, and on top of that, it's been how many? 60 episodes? Well, actually, more like 65 episodes, 64 episodes. What the hell? I don't remember this. What the hell? Cryogenic array. Offline premature termination resulting in system failure. Isolated manual and remote overrides detective. Controls disabled. Life support. Offline premature. Okay, so basically everybody's being shut up. And I think everybody's dead except for me. Cause of death, asphyxiation due to life support failure. Asphyxiation due to life support failure. Wow. So you just literally let everyone fucking die. That's fucked up. Jesus. That's fucked up. Just seriously let everyone... I mean, like, for reals, if you... Wait, can I get stuff from these guys, I wonder?
Why would Vault do this?
I'm just curious if maybe you could get, like, something from these guys. I don't need the jumpsuit. I already have one. I will take the clipboards. How much weight do we have on here? Oh, we don't have our Pip-Boy yet, so I can't tell. Which is a bummer, because what would happen if you accidentally picked up more than you were supposed to have? That would be unfortunate. That would be really unfortunate, actually. Oh, hello, buddy. I will take the security baton. There we go. I'm gonna. We will take the stem pack. I am gonna go ahead and pass on the. What do you call it? I'm gonna pass on reading the terminals. Basically, there was a little mini mutiny going on. They were only supposed to be down here for about 6 months, and they were down here for substantially longer than that. And due to that, they kind of freaked out a little bit, and some people lost their minds, and they thought they were being left to. They started running out of supplies, and it just went bad. I never did come get the Cryolator out of here, though. I also kind of feel bad about that. I know some of you guys wanted to see that gun. Maybe we'll take advantage of it a little bit later on. From what I saw of it in other YouTube videos, it wasn't all that good of a gun. It was basically like a freeze thrower. Like, you know, instead of a flamethrower, it freezes things, you know? Didn't seem to be all that cool to me, but that's just my opinion. Your mileage may vary. He's down. There we go. Thought I heard another one. Yep, that's right. Alright, you're gone. Not gonna bother with picking up their food parts. Okay, we're clear. Taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too bad. I am a little worried, though, about... okay, good stim packs. We're going to need those. Stim packs restore 30% of your max health, damage limbs, and can be favorited for quick use. We will definitely be setting them up for favorites here in a second. I need to go through... oh, God, dang it. Okay, good. All right, so apparently at this time, you can't, because we don't have the Pip-Boy, I can't go through and change my stuff yet. So that's fine, no big deal. We will get to it in a little bit, hopefully. I was worried there that we'd picked up the gun and we'd fucked ourselves, because, you know, the whole point of this run was not to use guns. I was really going to be unhappy if I had to use a gun starting off due to an accidental pickup. I will take the bullets, though. We're not going to use them, but we can at least sell them. Which I have a feeling we're going to need to do a lot more of now than we did in our previous series. Our previous series, we pretty much kept everything, just did it all on ourselves. Alright, so there's the Cryolator. That's the freeze throw I was telling you about. Let's open up the evacuation tunnel. Okay, let's get out of here. Get our little dick beater stick out. I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys out. Okay. That one's down, that one's down, that one's down. What? Okay. Well, that kind of worked out. It was a little wild. I was kind of hoping to take him out before they got to me, but that's alright. It's alright, it'll work. We'll make do with what we got. We did get a couple, what about... ooh. Yeah, alright, so hang on. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, too far away. Too far away. Nice! So you can do sneak attacks in, what do you call it? in vats, which I like a lot. Is there another thing around here? I don't see anything else. Alright, so we should be good. Oh, hello. Okay, never mind. Apparently I just didn't perceive that one. Snag Pip-Boy. Give me that! Minus the arm, please. I like how I just happen to know where to plug it in. But then again, maybe these were like common. Who knows? Who knows? Alright. Boot up. Alright, maybe this is the point where we get to finalize our character. Are you sure you don't want to change anything? Alright, so while we're here, let's go into our inventory. I do want to unfavorite this because we will not be using it. So let's unfavorite it. And then obviously favor that. We're going to make that number 1. And then I want to make sure you are back where we were before, which is going to be equal sign. Yep. Alright. We're good. Open that up. You don't have to sheath it every time. You could just pound. Well, okay. Alright, never mind. I guess you do have to use your little doohickey. I think that's the only time in the entire game we interface with anything with our pet boy. If I'm not mistaken. The only time in the entire game that we do that. We'll take those rounds. I don't think we're going to need it. I will take those. Okay. Anything else? I think that's it. Let's go ahead and see how bad the healing is on this. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, that is horrible. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to be very careful. Very careful. So for those of you guys who don't understand what I'm talking about, last time we played on normal difficulty, and we could have healed our entire health about 10 times by the time this thing will heal 30% of my health. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful. I will no longer be able to use stim packs to keep myself alive in a firefight. It'll more along the lines be, what do you call it? It'll be you simply giving yourself survivability after a fight, or maybe... shit, you won't be able to heal in combat, pretty much. You're going to have to be out of combat. I'm curious, though, if food will be the same way. Because if food is the same way, then, yeah, it's going to be... I'm going to have to be very careful. Very careful. This is going to be absolutely brutal. A lot of people were upset in my first playthrough. I wouldn't say upset, but disappointed, so to speak, that we found a legendary shotgun pretty much right off the bat that was one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. So something tells me we are going to have a drastically different feel this time. More importantly, we're going to get our ass handed to us repeatedly. So anyways, folks, I hope you guys are as excited about this series as I am. Feel free to leave me all of your comments in the comments section below. You may even see this video before the end of the last series is up. So in that instance, hopefully you guys are excited. Yeah, so don't forget to slap that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next clip.